Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of our playthrough for Kholat. Last time we were on here, we came up to this kind of sacrificial altar, kind of chased by that orange smoke as before, and yeah, had kind of an uneventful activation of this thing. So, moving on, I believe we need to make our way back to the campsite, and possibly warp somewhere else or find where we need to go next. So, yeah, that was the sacrifice. Next we need to go 43 north, 95 east. Okay, so 43 north, 95 east. So we need to go up and around here. So, it'd probably be best if we just go back to the initial campsite up here, and then just kind of take this path over here. So cool. So we are right here, so we'll just make our way south and head back to the campsite. Alright. Not creepy at all. I'm surprised we didn't get pursued more last time coming up to kind of like this sacrifice place. Because I remember there's that specter that's kind of chasing us around at random times, as well as that orange death cloud. At least I'm assuming it's a death cloud. It didn't stop to interact with it, so we don't know about that. It is still eerie as hell. Okay. Not sure exactly which way I'm supposed to go. Kinda. You hear that? I hear one of those notes lapping in the breeze. Oh. Well, nothing nefarious down there, of course. Okay. Hello? Oh wow, long note. Soviet Research Unit for the Natural Phenomena regarding the occurrence of anomaly OH91. First incidents took place in 1950 and 1953 in the area of Igarka by construction of the Transpolar Main Line. The works were halted and the incidents classified. Any witnesses were ordered to be eliminated. Well, that's fun. On October 17th, 1950, according to witness evidence, at the same altitude as Camp 503 to the west of Igarka City, I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that right, please forgive me, an emanation of unknown force and source occurred and caused instant death of 42 workers. Bodies literally evaporated and only shadows were left. As the witnesses testified, the incident was sudden and short. Guess no suffering then. The next incident took place 3 years later, on March 14th, 1953. Then also in the above-mentioned camp, a solidification effect occurred. The bodies of 12 workers just froze. An autopsy, they were declared dead. Bodies are still lying intact in Section 12 of the Seversk Research Complex. Well, that's fun. Some kind of natural phenomena. Randomly killing off workers and whatnot. Okay. Oh. Oops. It's nice that they put those little markers on there. Okay, so I think we're going down that way. Not necessarily what I wanted. I'm gonna pop back to the camp. Actually, yeah. Gonna circle back to the camp. Just so we can kind of get the game saved, and then I'll explore down this way a little bit. Alright, gotta run in short bursts because our protagonist gets a little tired. Which is fine, I mean, we're only running around in Russia. In the middle of winter. At least I think it's winter. Alright, saving. Cool. Alright. Now, I was going to head to the other campsite, but I do kind of want to explore down this way a little bit. The way we were going before. So kind of go check that out. Okay. Here's our note, and I believe it's having us go down this way. So yeah, we'll go have a look. What is the worst that could happen? Only get murdered by some orange cloud or a random evil specter or whatnot. Actually, in between episodes, I was doing a little bit of research on kind of like this whole incident, because this is based on an actual real-life incident. And I was kind of watching, or was kind of looking into it. So I think it's the Dilatov Pass or the Dilatov Pass. Not really sure how it's pronounced. Need to look that up. Wasn't able to find many helpful pronunciations. Kind of went back and forth. But I did actually find a good podcast. Well, actually, it's a podcast I listened to. But an episode, they actually had an old episode talking about it, the actual event, and the conspiracy theories surrounding it, which were kind of nuts, and it's pretty damn eerie to listen to, just kind of like, descriptions about that type of thing. As well as if you do any research on this topic, they do have pictures of like the campsite and whatnot, which what is that? See a light in the distance, and I don't trust it. Which is pretty unnerving. To look at that kind of stuff, because it's real, like this actually really happened. It was a real terrifying event. But I'll put the link to the podcast in the description for this video. Okay, 67 north, 70 east. Huh. Oh shit. Bad touch. Bad touch. Fucking run. Woo. Okay, so I guess when the compass shakes, that means that creature's coming for you. Whew. Holy hell. Ah, alright, it's brighter up here. Okay. Ooh. Huh. Oh, my heart. It's like, why is this needle twitching so much? Like on the compass, what's going on? And then got dark, music got a little eerie, and then I put down my map, and that guy's just trucking up that trail coming for us. Alright, we're good. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave, and the flashlight started flickering a little bit, so I don't know if the flashlight has a battery, or if that's related to when that creature's getting close. So, but I'm going to keep out the compass. That's good to know if the needle's twitching that he's close. So we're going to hold on to that. Hmm. 60 north, 66 east. Interesting. I want to know what these kind of, well, navigation points written on these rocks mean. Not exactly sure. I know that, I mean, they're points on the map, obviously, but as far as the significance too, because we kind of have, you know, we have like our points over here for kind of areas to be in for objective points, but don't know what those other ones mean. But anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by some vicious, murderous specter. Yeah, I'll put the link to the podcast I was listening to in the description for this video, and kind of gives a little bit more background on the incident itself, as well as some of the conspiracy theories surrounding it, which some of them are a little ridiculous, and it's kind of funny to hear, just because some of them are kind of wild, but it's weird because we don't actually know what happened in the incident. It's a very strange incident that happened to a group of hikers, and no idea. Alright. Slowly, carefully. don't think there are any objective points down here, well, as far as the map showed. 'Cause I think we're down around in here somewhere. Not exactly sure which one, because it doesn't really show you exactly where you are on the map. Unless you come to like one of these points or something like that. So, left or right? Yes, we will go left. And see if that was a good or a bad choice. Another path off that way. Stick with kind of the open path. That's so creepy. Right? Yeah, those creaking trees aren't helping. So looking around, but also keeping an eye on the compass. You know, just in case. Okay, so I don't know if those on the map kind of tell you where you are. You know? Yeah, there may be kind of like waypoints, if you will. Okay, well, let's look. See, 7264. Gone down a ways. So let's see. 72. Well, that makes sense. If we were right here, kind of at a drop off. Oh shit. Something nefarious. Oh, thank you. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that compass is being damn helpful. Here, a note. And I want it. Back in there. Ah. Found it.
7 a.m. We're finally here. We met a group of Mansi people. They have weird tools. I think they're for hunting. We've also encountered local hospitality when we were not allowed to enter the railway station because we were singing too loud. But we received a very warm welcome from the local school. We had a bit of time, so we met with the students and told them about our expedition. When we reached another station, some drunk accused us of stealing his wallet. Police got involved, but luckily, after some explanations, the whole thing got sorted out. We spent the whole night in the train speaking about love, religion, politics. When we felt tired, we went to bed, but since the compartments were not closed, we decided to keep watch and switched every couple of hours. There are moments when I doubt whether we are ready for such an expedition. Disturbing thoughts are haunting me. Maybe we misjudged our capabilities. Others say we'll make it, but I'm afraid. I have a bad feeling about this, as if a shadow of fear was breathing down my neck. I cannot explain this. It's time to take a nap.
Weird. She had a bit of foreboding before the camp trip. Okay, so we are... Oh, so that those might be markers for, like, notes, actually. Oh, yeah, because that one was kind of, like, up and around here. So, yeah, it's our note down there. Alright. So I guess those are kind of points of interest, not exactly telling you where you are, but where stuff is. So that's good to know. Yeah, so it sounds like she had a little bit of foreboding for their group before their little kind of ski trip up in the mountains, which I would say she was dead on. No pun intended. Alright. Okay, I think this is the split where we were at first. Yeah, okay. So we did that big circle. So now we can head back up the mountain, get back to our campsite. Oh great, it's snowing. That's just lovely. Well, at least it's lighter. I don't know, I feel better in the lighter areas. I don't know if they're actually safer, but I'm just going to tell myself that they are, because that makes me feel better. In case you didn't know, I'm a colossal wimp when it comes to kind of any sort of horror games. So, this is a big step for me. Okay, let's make our way back to our campsite so we can head to the next kind of objective point. I don't know if there are more notes down here. Constantly listening to see if I can hear those notes flapping in the wind. Alright, we went that way. Okay, yeah, our camp's up here. Oh, back to that sweet campsite. I do like that it saves whenever you pick up a note or anything that kind of gets stamped on the map. So you don't have to kind of like redouble your efforts. Okay. Campfire. Alright. Let's see. 43.95. I believe we said that was over here. Yeah. Alright. So we want to... I don't know if you can actually go that way. I guess we'll just go back here. That kind of makes the most sense. Can't remember if we went up that way. Alright, so we are here at this campsite. We need to hook a left, go over and down into here. There's so much stuff up there. Alright. We will hook a left. Actually. Yeah, it might be better if we went to that kind of central spot and then turned from there. Okay. These big ominous pillars. It still sounds nice and creepy in here. Isn't that fun? Alright, music is not helping. So we're in here, so that's kind of like the paths we need to go into, so it's kind of down and to the left a little bit. But assume that way. So we will head down into this pass. Gotta remember not to sprint too much because we've got to save some in the tank for if that evil shit ever comes up. Alright. We're fine. We're fine. Not creepy whatsoever. Oh boy. I think there's something extra terrifying about these type of games because you're alone. You're isolated from everything. It makes it just that much creepier. So we will try to listen for page notes. And campfires. Well, that's not horrifying. Please tell me there are not wolves in this game. I have no idea where I am. Need to find something so I can have a marker on the map. And so hopefully I can save because we're getting kind of close to the edge for our episode here. Not getting creepy at all. Not sure if I'm going the right way. Yeah, it's kind of a dead end. Alright. Alright, was the music really necessary? Wolves are not helping. Compass, you okay? Alright. Left or right? Like, again, not sure where I am. We need to find something. Fact that the music and sound is like intensifying makes me skeptical. Right. Oh boy. Oh, hey. $69 north, $71 east. 9 north. Oh, no shit. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's real helpful. Now that I'm all the way up here. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't like that sound either. Is that aliens or evil shit? God, I just need a note or a campfire so bad. Here's something. Oh, a note. I can finally get my bearings. And we can end the episode. Ah!
We slept in something you could call a hotel. 2 persons per bed. We woke up at 9 a.m. It was actually quite comfortable, although it was a little cold because we forgot to close the window vent. We ate breakfast, packed our things, and at 11 a.m. we were ready to go. We set off in the back of a truck, so it was a bit cold. During the ride, we talked about absolutely everything we could think of. On the spot, we spoke with some local workers. I remembered one in particular. He had a red beard. Friends called him Beardman.
Original.
We cooked and ate dinner, and now we are resting. Half of the group is looking at some maps, the rest are sleeping. I started handling the equipment and writing. It is still a bit too cold. My hands are shaking, but finally my thoughts are much brighter than yesterday. No creepiness in them whatsoever. There's a long way ahead of us, but the only thing I can feel is excitement. It seems as if the forest is calling us. That beautiful, magical, dark forest.
Huh. So yeah, that doesn't sound enticing to me. A beautiful dark forest. Oh my. Alright. So where did that put us? That put us all the way damn over here. Okay, so we went way south of our original objective. Alright, so there's that. Anyway. So that looks like it'll do it for us today. We found a nice marker, found a good stopping point. So thank you all for listening in and watching. And like I said, I'll put the link for that podcast episode kind of discussing the real incident that this game is based on in the description for this game. So anyway, thank you all again, and I will see you all on the next episode.